Good morning, everyone. I'm Frank Terranova from A Class of Cooking, and a lot of questions we've been asked this year is how to spatchcock a turkey. I know the word is pretty new to people, but this is an old word. This goes back probably around the early 1800s. In Ireland, this started. This was the way they started to roast poultry on a spit. Today, they're doing them with turkeys. They're doing them with chicken. Believe me when I tell you, once you do this, you're never going to go back to the old Norman Rockwell, put the turkey on with grandma and grandpa dressed up in a suit coming out carving it, which is nice. But these times work out really well. And when I get through with this, I'm going to explain very simply in a couple of words how fast this thing takes. Okay, we have a turkey. What I did was I took it out, I rinsed it out, I dried this. First thing we want to do in most cases is I want to take the wishbone out. All right, and I can take my fingers. I made a little slit, and I'm going to go up one side and down the other. And you want to take this out because it's going to lay out easy. You got to do a little muscle work because this, it doesn't want to give up its bone in most cases. So I'll go in and I'll take my knife. I can feel my way around the wishbone. And come on, son. And there it goes. Actually, I broke it, but it's no problem. I made my wish anyway before I did this. Now, what we need to do next is just put the bones in the pan. All right, now this is the tail end of the turkey. This is where the neck was. So I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to take, now you can use shears, you can use a knife. I like using a knife. It's so much easier. And what I'm going to do is cut. You got to, as you can see, I'm going to kind of reverse this so people can see. This is where the tail was. So I'm going to take my knife, and I'm going to go in here. Actually, I'll use a smaller one. And I'm just going to, I have to stand it up because I got to use a little muscle work. And I'm going to cut down through the rib cage. You can use shears with this, but I'd rather use a knife. It makes life a lot easier. Just make a slit down this way. I'm taking a French knife because this has a little muscle to it. There's a typical Italian type of a recipe. They call it chicken under a brick, which works the same way. So coming down, just hold on to it. Be very careful. Because what we're doing is we're going to take, and once this is done, I have this neck piece out. This is what's going to, don't throw this away. This is what's going to make your gravy. This is how people start, which what they call a bone stock. Now, what I have is I'm going to take a knife, and I'm going to come in here, and I'm just going to make a slit in this bone. This is called the keel bone or the rib bone. Keel bone because it looks like the keel of a ship. I'm going to flip it over, and just like if I was doing a little CPR, going to hit him, knock him down. Now he's flat, okay? So what I'm going to do is tuck the wing under here this way, gonna snap them down. Sometimes they give you a little bit of a problem. And plus I'm wearing gloves and it's slippery. So let me just take and snap this. I'm gonna snap this bone down. This is a heavy bird. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, now, what I'll do is and what happens when you lay this out, if you notice, I've reversed the legs. So instead of the legs being this way, I reversed them this way. Using a little muscle, the turkey has an even plane in which to work with. Sometimes you can leave this on. I'm going to take these out because it's going to make life easier. Plus, I can use these in my bone stock to make gravy. 1 and 2. Now, what I did was, with this turkey, I'm not going to season it yet. This is what we call a compound butter. I don't know if you can see this. You can get these recipes on any website. Butter herbs. You put it in the freezer, let it get firm. Tomorrow morning, or maybe even later, I'll take my fingers, I'll kind of whittle it underneath the skin, and I'll place this butter. Same thing with the thighs. I'm going to roast this. This turkey is about a 13.5-pound turkey. normally at 15 to 16 minutes a pound. This will now only take about an hour and 10 minutes to cook. Really, really quick. About 50% of cooking goes up in smoke, as I say, and you have this beautiful layout of the turkey. When it cooks, it comes out like $1 million. It's so perfectly even, you can't beat it. So try it this year. It's really great. Once you do this, you're going to mess around and start doing this with a lot of chicken. It's fun to do. So everyone try it. I think you'll enjoy it, and have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you.